Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, KGFL Creations. This is another episode of Friday Sews. As you know, Friday Sews is the day that we talk about what's going on in our sewing room, what are plans for the weekend and the following week, and a little bit of life in between. So my dress is ready. Yes, as you guys can see, it is ready. And I almost didn't get it ready to film this Friday Sews. Let me tell you what happened with my package from Waywak. I told you that I was waiting for a package from Waywak. So I've been checking and tracing the package. I've been tracing the package and tracing the package, and it got to Orlando. And I looked and it said that there was an exception. That's what I had, an exception. I'm like, okay, exception, all right, I'll just wait for it. And then the next day I looked at it again and it had a delay. I'm like, oh boy, it's delayed. And that was on the weekend. So I'm like, okay, tomorrow, Monday, I'll check on it again. So finally, it got shipped from the distribution center. It was coming FedEx. So from the distribution center, it shipped and it got here. And then my husband picks up on the outside and he's like, oh, there's something for you. He gives it to me. And then I just threw it here on my table. And then I looked and I'm like, this is weird. There's like nothing in here. I'm looking at the package and the package was pretty flat. Only the catalog arrived, something that I did not order. So I have no idea what happened to my package. So I got the package and I'm like, oh boy, I'm gonna have to call Waywak. So I called Waywak. I spoke to a very nice lady and she's like, well, I'm sorry about that. You know, this happens a lot with FedEx. So I'm just gonna process your order again and you're gonna get it in about a day or so. Okay, so very nice people. They did process the label, the package again. I did get a notice saying that it was going out, and then I finally, 2 days later, I did get my package. And it was just in time for me to do all of the shirring and then put it on the, because everything was ready. I had the skirt ready. I had the top ready. All I had to do was do the shirring and the panels, you know, the back panel, do the shirring, attach it to this front bodice here, and then attach the bodice to the skirt. That was it. That's all I needed to do. And it was just like this close to getting by the time that I needed to film this video for you guys. So yeah, that's what happened with my Waywak package. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about this dress. This fabric here, I don't know if you guys remember, this fabric is from my Think Pink subscription box, number, this was number 22, no, or 23, I don't remember. I received it and then I put it in my closet because I wasn't sure what it is. It's a viscose, very shifty, very shifty to cut it and all, but it's really pretty. And so I decided to make the Tempo Sundress out of that fabric. As you can see, I hope you can, this big piece right here, I have another one right down here, kind of matched. It was not intentional. I only noticed when I put it on and I looked in the mirror. I'm like, huh, this kind of matches here. I don't know what happened. Maybe I did put them both in the same fold. It was in the middle and then it was folded. So this dress, it's really out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna just say it, really out of my comfort zone, only because it is showing pretty much this whole thing. I don't remember the last time that I went out the house with all of this out. It's pretty tight, not tight, it's snug right here, but it's not tight because of the panel in the back, that shirring. That's what it makes this nice and snug through the bodice here, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to only wearing knits and stuff that is not tied to the body, so this is really out of my comfort zone, but I really like this dress. So now let's talk a little bit about this pattern. I'm going to put a little insert here of the first page right here. I won't show it to you guys because of the reflection of my light. Like I said, it's pretty dark here today, so I have a full light blasting on me. So yeah, the Tempo Sundress. It comes in 5 sizes, extra small to 5X. It has 2 skirt lengths. As you can see right here, you can see that there's the length that I did. Actually, I lengthened this skirt piece by 2 inches. And so mine is a little bit longer, and because if I did it just like that, it was going to be a little bit short. I prefer a little bit longer. I did not have enough fabric to make the bottom tier, so I did not have enough fabric to do that, because this fabric here was only 2.5 meters, which is almost 2 3/4 yards. So it has inseam pockets. Yes, it does have the inseam pockets. They're pretty small. So in a little bit, I'm going to talk about for next time what I'm going to do. It has a shirred or an elasticated back panel for easy fitting. It is very easy fitting. I can just put it through and just go like this and get into the dress, no problem. I did the shirring portion of it. I did not do elastic. You can do elastic. All you have to do is make the little channels and put the elastic inside. But I decided to do the shirring because that's what I wanted to do. It does have a full bust option, and as usual, it has no trim plus layer pages. I had no problem printing and everything. I did cut the size extra large up here up top, and then I did grade down to the 2X here for the waist, and I did elongate this portion here, the bodice. I did elongate this I think by 1.5 inches. My daughter says that it's a bit too long. I don't think so. I like it this way. All the pictures that I saw online, everything, it was not up here like my muslin showed. If you guys remember, my tummy was showing, so I decided to lengthen it a little bit, and I think it was 1 inch, 1.5, maybe even 2 inches. I'll double check and I'll put it down here. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look at the pattern piece. I decided to do the skirt portion, this whole section right here, in a French seam. Oh boy, that took a long time. That took forever. I made 2 mistakes while doing the French seam here. First mistake, let's go back a little bit. I was working in the middle of the week. It was late. I was already tired. So while I was sewing up here, a piece of the back panel kind of got caught. So I'm like, oh, come on. I can't believe this. So I just left everything here. I'm like, tomorrow I'll just undo it. So next day I came back here at night after work, and I undid the whole section, and then I had to sew it again. It was a small piece. It wasn't too much. Okay, so I did sew it, and then when it was time to do the actual French seam, because I had sewn one stitch all the way down, I decided to cut a little bit of the edge of the seams to fold it over and put the French seam. While I was cutting, I cut, and I feel that it was a bit thick. I did cut into the skirt just a little bit, right at the edge of where I was actually cutting. So again, it was at night. I was tired. So I guess I won't be, when it gets to a certain time, I have to stop sewing, because it was the second day in a row. And I told my daughter, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. Another mistake. So this skirt here is 1/2 inch on each side, a little bit narrower because of the mistake that I made. It was only on one side, but because I had to make the seam a little bit narrow on one side, I had to do the same thing on the other. But it's pretty full still. As you guys can see, it's still a full skirt piece, so there was no problem. But next one that I make, I will not be making the French seam. I thought I would do it because this is pretty shifty, and it was fraying a lot, so I decided, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it the French seam. No, not anymore. Next one, it'll be a regular seam. So like I said, for my next one, I do want to make another one because I really like this dress. And like I told you, I'm going to a very hot country, in a couple of weeks, so I need to bring something that is nice and hot. So changes that I need to make for my next one. I need to move the straps a little bit inward so it will match my bra. Just a little bit, maybe a 1/4 of an inch in both ways here. So maybe this portion here needs to come this way a little bit. So I'm gonna have to do that. Same thing for the back. I'm gonna have to do that. My husband was telling me the same thing because I can barely see everything. If I move a little bit, I can see my bra does show, and I don't like that. Maybe I could lengthen the straps a little bit, because you can see it's pretty high up. But from all the pictures that I saw, all the pictures were pretty high. It's good, so it covers the bra, I guess. Another change that I want to make the pockets a little bit bigger. The pockets, the positioning is pretty good. The position of the pocket, I thought it was gonna be a bit too high, but because I did lengthen my bodice by, again, I don't remember how much I lengthened the bodice, but because I did that, the pocket came out in a pretty good position, but it's too small. My phone does not fit in this pocket, so I'm gonna have to do that. So what are the plans for this week? This week, I do need to keep going on my executive carry-all, so I'm going to be working on that, on all of the quilting, because there's still more quilting to do. There's still more pockets to do. There's the inside, there's the outside, there's a bunch of other little pockets and zippers and all that stuff. And also I had ordered the Wrap and Zap from Amazon. That arrived, so let's see when I can get to making some of the bow cozies. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's something that I really want to do, and it is on my Make 9 for this year. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that pretty soon. But so what's going on with life? We are expecting to receive a guest here in about a month and a half or so. I am not 100% sure that this person is coming, but if this person is coming, this setup here is going to have to change. I don't know if you guys remember when I first started making videos, I did have a bed here, because this room is my sewing room and it is also a guest bedroom. That's my spare bedroom, so it is a guest bedroom. That's what it was before I started sewing. So I had a bed here, so I didn't have much space. I was only confined to one little corner. So I asked my husband if we could take down the bed. The mattress is still back there against the wall. It's a wall that you guys don't ever see because of the mattress there. So we need to make that Murphy bed. The Murphy bed that I did talk about it many times last year, that we were supposed to do the Murphy bed. The time has arrived that we have to make that Murphy bed. So that means that on the weekends, I am going to spend some time with my husband in the garage, helping him to cut all of the plywood that we have to make this Murphy bed. We need to buy a couple of sheets of plywood. We have to buy some wood. So we're gonna have to cut everything as per measurements, as per the instructions that comes with the Easy Bed hardware that we purchased. It comes with specific instructions on how to make everything. So we're gonna have to do that. The only portion that I don't have to help him, it's when it's time for him to paint everything. So I think we want to paint everything white, because this room is pretty much white. So I want to keep it that way. All the furniture in here is white, other than my my desk here, the bottom here. The desk drawers is blue. So I think we want to do that white. So with that, I am not going to have too much time to sew. Yeah, I'm only going to sew during the week at night, because you guys know I do work full-time. So at night I will try to sew, and yeah, I'm not happy about that, but it's going to happen, and it's needed. It's something that we had plans for a long time ago, and yeah, it is going to happen. So if you see something different around here at one point, when it's time to bring the bed in and mount it on the wall, all of this stuff here, I'm gonna have to take everything away, put it in the closet, or put it on my dining room. At least one machine, I think I'm gonna put it I can't put it in my dining room table, so I can sew there. So that's pretty much what's going on with life. So if you guys don't see me posting as many videos per week, right now I've been posting 2 videos. Maybe I'll just post 1 video, and yeah, because I might not have any content to show you guys because of everything that's going on here. So that's it. That's what's going on. I hope you liked my Tempo Sundress as much as I do. Let me know in the comments below if you liked it. Let me know if you had ever made this dress, and if you made any modifications to the strap here, to the back, or anything else. Maybe it'll give me ideas for the next one that I make. Okay, so if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you can also subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.